Check, check, check. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. 1, 2. Check, 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 check.
Test, test. Yeah. But we're waiting on Chris. No, hon, I have to wait for Chris, the drummer.
Is this on? Hey everyone, we are live online, but we are working on a mic issue, so just hang with us. I may have to come over here and speak.
Well, I won't be here when you need to speak, so that'd be cool.
Test, test, test.
Yeah, right.
Here, master speaker, and my house right there.
Okay, that's it. Now they're on?
Now it's on. It was a speaker Checking 1, 2, checking 1, 2, test, test, test. Just make sure you turn it down when I sing. Just mute me while we're singing. All right. Thank you, Chris.
Three, four. Gonna set it
Free, let things be. Let the thrill of life carry me. 'Cause now I know I'm in the flow. I'm finally free. Oh, blessed be.
Gonna set it free.
Free, let things be. Let the thrill of life carry me. 'Cause now I know I'm in the flow. I'm finally free. Oh, blessed be.
Life unfolds with grace and ease. Endless possibilities. They're everywhere. They've always been. When I choose to let them in. Gonna
Set it free, let things be. Let the thrill of life carry me. 'Cause now I know I'm in the flow. I'm finally free. Oh, blessed be.
Gonna set it
Free, let things be. Let the thrill of life carry me. 'Cause now I know I'm in the flow. I'm finally free. Oh, blessed be. I've outgrown those smaller dreams, the way they used to limit me. I make the space, invite love in, when magic fills my life again.
There's something bigger calling me to follow where my passion leads. I trust the flow. I don't need to know. I dance to the great unknown.
Gonna set it free, let things be. Let the thrill of life carry me. 'Cause now I know I'm in the flow. I'm finally free, oh blessed be. Set it free, let things be. Let the thrill of life carry me. 'Cause now I know I'm in the flow. I'm finally free, oh blessed be.
'Cause now I
know I'm in the flow. I'm finally free, oh blessed be.
You know I'm finally free.
I'm finally free.
You know I'm finally free.
I'm finally free.
Oh, blessed be.
Can we do that with every single Sunday? Especially that, I love that part where, to the great unknown, and then the it's like I want to have a little tapping board up here so I can
There
just
you
like-
go. That's it.
That is so fantastic. I did not know that Faith Rivera was involved in that one too, but it is so perfect for your voice, Sandra. And Bobby, it's wonderful to have you here. We've missed you. We've missed you. All right, are we ready? What a day this has been already. So that song just put me right in here. And it is so blessed to be here. So thank you. Thank you all for being here. Okay, so my name is Dana Zahler, and we are going to start out with our foundational statement. Do we have a slide for that, or do you want me to do that? Okay, we will say this together. There's only one presence and one power active in my life and in the universe, God the good. That is the foundation of Unity teachings. All right, Marilyn is going to open us up with a daily word reading. Thank you, Marilyn.
I am gloriously alive. I am magnificently made, a child of God, an expression of divine life. With every breath I take, I celebrate this life. I thrive because I am awake to my divine nature. Divine light shines within my soul. Divine life flows throughout my body. Divine love lives in my heart. Expressing these qualities, I live with understanding and compassion. I know my mind and body are continually renewed and rejuvenated. I live a life of peace and harmony. I prioritize enlivening activities, spend time in nature, challenging myself by learning a new skill or pursuing a hobby, connecting with family and friends. I set my intention to try new things that inspire and uplift me. My soul overflows with gratitude and grace. Gloriously alive, I live an abundant life. John 10:10. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly.
Beautiful. So that statement from John 10 should be like engraved on each of our hearts, right? I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. Let's ponder that today. All right, so we are going to greet our neighbors. I welcome you to stand and greet your neighbor with a handshake or a hug or a high five or a fist bump or a Spock sound. I have to really think about it. Is Sandra doing it? Oh, you're doing it.
I have to do it. I'm a poet.
Instead of like this, you have our own brain. Well, then it's perfect. Yeah, you've always been able to do it. Dad, I'll give you a hug.
So as we return to our chairs, please remain standing because we are going to sing.
Yes, indeed we are. All right.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This holy light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This holy light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
The light that shines is the light of love.
Like the darkness from above shines on me and it shines on you. Shows what the power of love can do.
Gonna shine my light
Go far and near, gonna shine my love real bright and clear. In any dark corner that I find, I'm gonna let my little light shine. This holy light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This holy light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This holy light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
and again. This holy
Light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This holy light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This holy light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
let it
Shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Thank you. All right, so I get to introduce today's talk, which is Our Divine Nature, Knowing the Authentic Self. So welcome up, Jeff.
Yeah, we are going to. Our time of meditation, I thought, I hadn't read the Daily Word yet today, and when Marilyn was reading it, I just realized how much it ties in, synchronizes with what I'm talking about today. And then also that song that Sandra did, This Little Light of Mine. I want to meditate on that vision for ourselves. So if you all just get yourself comfortable in your seat, your feet, feel your feet on the floor, feel yourself grounded. You can just drop your hands and drop your shoulders, relax. This is a safe place. This is a place where we recognize the divine in all. that light that's within each one of us shines brightly. And while there are times when we don't feel so bright, or maybe something's trying to dim our light, that light is still there. I think of it like a lighthouse. It's a way shower. It's a way shower to ourselves, a way shower to others. The light in each one of you cannot be contained. When we are living from our true, authentic selves, that light is bright. Whatever struggles you're dealing with today, we just ask you to just set them aside. Whatever worries that you may be dealing with, just set those aside. Allow yourself to be in the presence, in this space, with the fellow travelers here. All of us are arriving and coming and arriving from different aspects of life, from different experiences of life. And we come together. We come in unity together. In those experiences, we learn, we grow. And the opportunities that we have to share our learnings, to share our travel. That's how we help one another. Let's take a few moments of quiet here to just focus on your light. Seeing that light burn inside of your chest, radiating out from you. God be good. May the light in our shine brightly. And for those that are around us and with us, who may be struggling, let our light show them a way. May we be encouragers to one another. practice the love, kindness, the mercy, compassion, grace each day. May all that we do be a blessing to one another. And so it is. All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Last week I had a lot of questions after the talk about knowing and in the nothingness and the knowing and the nothingness. And it led to some other questions about the nothingness. And so when we strip away all of those things that are, driving for our attention, what are we left with? We're left with just the authentic aspects and the authenticness of ourselves. In the knowingness without thought or projection, we know down deep who we are. We return to the truth of our being. In the book, the Four Agreements, one of the principles that is taught there is that we come into this world and then we're domesticated. We are created. We come into this world as one, and then we are conditioned to believe certain things about life and about spirit. When we talk about divine nature, we're referring to the essential, unchanging qualities of the divine, God, Spirit, and Source, that are present with all creation, especially within each individual. It is often described as an inherent perfection, wholeness, or goodness of being. The term nature can have different meanings depending on the context. The nature was first recorded, the definition of nature was first recorded in the 1200s, and it's a bit Middle English from an Old French meaning conditions of birth, quality, character, natural order, essential qualities or characteristics. Nature can also refer to the inherent qualities or fundamental character of a person, thing, or concept. An example, it is in her nature to be kind. The nature of water is to flow. When we use nature to mean inherent qualities, we're talking about the fundamental essence or intrinsic characteristics of something. What is it at its core, apart from external influences or temporary conditions? In unity, for an example, we have an inherent nature in the unity teachings, in the unity movement. Those inherent are 5 principles. God is, I am, we are, we pray, and we live. Those are the essential elements of the unity movement in what we teach. When we talk about divine nature and human nature, I found it interesting that divine, we talk about there's all these different things, and Julie and I went to the MJ production this past week, the musical, and one of the songs in that is Human Nature, and it goes and it just struck in me like there's this human nature inside of us, and there's the divine nature and the human nature. So it's human nature to seek connection. So if we were to say that divine nature is to seek a higher power, we would say that human nature is maybe to fall into an egoic thought. In nature, if nature has an ecosystem, human nature has an ecosystem, right? So there's a system there that is created in our human nature. And that human nature is affected by our experiences, our thoughts, our teachings, our conditioning, our domestication. All of that creates our human nature. And so many times we get our human nature confused with our divine nature, because our divine nature is something it's so pure. The divine nature is our spirit system. So you've got ecosystem, egoic system, and divine system. And let me just say that there are times where people, we all know in our lives, that they'll say, well, my nature is just to speak the truth. I just tell it like it is. Well, in speaking the truth, if you are in divine nature, speaking the truth looks like consciousness, compassionate communication, comes from inner clarity and integrity, seeks to uplift, enlighten, or heal. Often dialogue is grounded in love and wisdom and embodies non-resistance and presence. If we're talking about spouting truth versus speaking truth, spouting truth looks like forceful or reactive. It's ego-driven. It lacks sensitivity to timing, tone, and audience. It may be factually correct, but spiritually misaligned. It feels like truth as a weapon, not a gift. And it often creates resistance or division. We here in Unity look for ways that we can create community, where we can create unity, not divisiveness. So while we are a Christian-based movement, we also recognize that there are many paths and many ways to God. And we recognize those, and we invite them to come alongside. In our divine nature, we are looking at the Christ within. It is the Christ consciousness, or the Christ within. It's our true self. It's the I am presence, that we are created in the likeness of God. In unity, divine nature is synonymous with Christ within. It is the spiritual core of who we are. We're made in the image and the likeness of God. It is not something we earn, achieve, or acquire. It is our spiritual inheritance. When we recognize divine nature in ourselves, we then acknowledge the key attributes of divine nature. And that is, divine nature is love, unconditional, inclusive, and infinite. Wisdom, intuitive, guiding, and ever-present. Power, the capacity to co-create with divine intention. Life, eternal, renewing, and whole, as it was in that daily word that Marilyn read. Peace, an unshakable inner stillness. And then joy, the natural state of soul awareness. We could also say that our divine nature is also a divine wholeness. In metaphysical interpretation, we recognize that your divine nature is to awaken to the truth that you are not merely a body, a personality, or a role. You are spirit expressing as form. Your essence is divine. Your purpose is to remember, embody, and express the divinity in all you do. A few weeks ago, I talked about, I'm like the new parent, right? You talked about the new baby. We got the new puppy, and so every week I've got puppy stories. And I'm not sure if I shared this with you, but I've been sharing it with others, that I swear that Bindi has the spirit of my previous dog, Misha. And in the way that dog, what she embodies, the way, there's times that she's actually looked at me, and I've called her Misha because of just that, the way she does things. In her purest form as this puppy, she's energetic, and she's loving, and she's playful, and she likes to bite, to discover things. But one of the things that's been so moving and touching to me is that she comes when I'm in the morning reading. She comes and she lays on my feet. And it's almost like I don't know if it's like to make sure that if I move, she knows I'm moving, or if it's just to be close. But it's in her divine nature to be loving and to be that companion, right? And if I get mad at her about something and yell at her, she's just right back there like, all loving and licking and biting and everything else. But it's amazing to me that in that animal, in that her spirit, is that divine desire, innate characteristic of her that just wants to be together, wants to be who she is. Now, I do want to say, in some of the research that I was doing, there is a term called innate perversity. Have anybody heard this term before? Innate perversity. Innate perversity is a term that refers to the idea that a person has a natural inborn tendency toward behaving in irrational, self-destructive, and morally wrong ways, even when they know that they better not. The key elements in the term means that it's an inborn natural, something that is a part of a person's nature rather than learned. And there's some psychology and philosophical and different references to it. But the thing that we know most prevalent in our culture is how innate perversity is used in the Christian beliefs, in the Christian teachings, I should say. That even though he knew the consequences, something deep within him compelled him to sabotage his success. In the Christian or religious context, it is this, that in Christian theology, especially in Calvinism, there is a similar idea called original sin, or total depravity, meaning that where human beings are thought to be born with a sinful nature, a kind of innate moral perversity inherited from Adam and Eve. In other words, we're not good. And that's complete opposite of what unity and New Thought teaches. That it's a complete opposite of that. That we are good and we learn bad things, or we do bad things, or not so good things because of conditioning or experiences and that sort of thing. We'll be starting our book study on Monday. There's 15 people in our book study, which is a great turnout. And one of the things that this book study is all about, of course, is that of healing that inner child, right? So we grow up with this, as we go through life and things happen to us and with us and for us, the essence of our inner child gets lost in this growth. And we lose who we are. And so the idea is to go back and reconnect with that inner child. In the book that we've been reading, getting prepared for it, I've been kind of getting triggered here and there by some things in my own personal life that I never saw, didn't realize. My mom always said she was a product of an alcoholic father, and what the consequences of that were. I didn't understand that until I started reading this book. And she would tell stories about, she would come home, maybe a guy she would go out on a date or something, and her father would be drunk at home, and then he would just completely belittle her in front of the guy, like, look at those skinny legs, or whatever it was. And I never really understood the consequences of growing up with somebody like that, and understanding my mom, who, most of you know I lost my mom when I was 18. She was 44. She died of cancer, had several cancers in her, but there were just a lot of things that I just never really understood about my mom. And as I've been going through this book, I'm starting to make some connections with who she was at her core level, and then sympathies for her. The difference in in the Christian theology, and what we believe is in Christian theology, it's about measuring up. It's about we're broken, we are no good, and we're trying to measure up to God. Whereas in the unity movement or in New Thought, it's not about measuring up, it's about measuring in. It's about what we can do within into ourselves. The key attributes of our divine nature, of course, is love, wisdom, power, life, peace, and joy. And I would add creativity and passion in that. I have a great amount of respect for people like musicians who have just this natural knack to be able to pick up an instrument and start playing it. Or they have a natural rhythm. And like Chris has got this natural ability. Like I know you practice, but I believe that everything that you do in that is just part of who you are, and it just flows without. It's almost like that was in you, and the drums gave you ability to demonstrate that and to share that. And metaphysically, to recognize your divine nature is to awaken to the truth that you are not merely a body, a personality, or a role. You are not that you think you've become. You are spirit expressing as form. Your essence is divine, and your purpose is to remember, embody, and express that divinity in all that you do. This little light of mine, let it shine, right? Like, let me embody and let me express all that we do. It's a beautiful thing when we're able to express those things, and become a way shower for other people. When other people, you'll notice it in people where people are attracted to someone. They're attracted to something that they want to be close by. I found this interesting when I was putting this together. There's this scripture in Romans 12, 1 through 2. And the scripture goes, "Therefore I urge you, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable to God, which is your spiritual service." And then this, "Don't be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Renewing of your mind. And I realize, that is what we do when we study the Course in Miracles. Is we're renewing our mind, we're familiarizing ourselves with the actual truths of the Christ consciousness. The unity view is you express the Christ within through how you live, not by denying life, but by dedicating your whole being to it, your mind, body, and soul, dedicating it to spiritual expression. In the Course in Miracles, it says, salvation requires the acceptance of but one thought. God, you are as God created you, not what you made of yourself. Whatever evil you think that you did, you are as God created you. Whatever mistakes you made, the truth about you is unchanged. Creation is eternal and unalterable. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. You are and will forever be exactly as you were created. Light and joy and peace abide in you because God put them there. One of the principles in the Course in Miracles is that salvation isn't something that you seek outside of yourself, or a set of steps or things that you have to do in order to attain it. Salvation is that connection of realizing that you are as God created you, whole and perfect, and you don't need anything outside of that. So in those times when we find ourselves struggling with understanding our whole being, I've got some affirmations for you. I am not bound by human limitation. I am one with divine mind, and I express my divine nature with grace and clarity. I am one with the infinite. I am whole, perfect, and complete. Every part of me is sacred and belongs to God. And I remember who I am, whole, holy, and free. In those difficult times that you have, give yourself compassion and grace. That might be an indicator of your ability to offer the same to others. Those verbal affirmations, and there's other affirmations, of course. The Daily Word is just full of stuff every day of short little readings and affirmations in that. The bottom line to things is the path to remembering is we talked about the spiritual practices. I outlined the spiritual practices last week's prayer, meditation, forgiveness, gratitude. Those are all things that will help you when you're trying to reconnect with your divine nature. You can do inner work such as healing the inner child, reconciling the shadow, embracing the paradox. You can have unity of head, heart, and hands, thought, feeling, and action. You can embrace both strengths and struggles with compassion. And for a lot of people, that's extremely difficult because they grew up in an environment where they needed to be perfect in order to be seen. They needed to be perfect in order to be able to be pleasing to a parent. Another thing to remember is to listen deeply to others and to your inner wisdom. Listen to that inner self. That when you're in that knowingness or in the nothingness, you have that knowingness. Live authentically, letting go of any mask or roles that divide us. It's amazing as I look back on my life and I can see these different roles that I created to create a facade of who I really was, and letting go of those things. And then create community that reflects oneness. Not through the sameness, not necessarily creating a community of people that everybody agrees about everything, but a community of people that have sameness through love in action, through love in thought, through love for one another. And with that, I say, stay curious and be the blessing.
I am a child of this universe. The ocean dances at my feet. The wind plays a melody through my hair. I am loved at every turn. I am kissed by Mother Earth.
I am a child of this universe. The sun warms me in its embrace. The stars have aligned for me in the sky. I am honored by all life. I am held by Father Time.
Every blade of
Every blade of grass,
every shaking glory of God moving through me.
moving through you.
I am a child of this universe. Through my prayer, all of life can breathe. I plant the seeds with my every dream. I can love at every turn. Give a kiss to Mother Earth.
I am a child of this universe. I greet the God in each face. I am a channel for peace to flow. Oh, I'm honor all of life. Yes, I'm one with Father Time.
To every blade of
Every
grass,
blade of grass,
to every shaking leaf on a tree,
leaf on
to
the
every mountain top, I sing of the glory of God moving through
you.
moving as me,
As me.
moving as you,
As you.
moving as me, moving as you,
As you. As
moving.
Thank you. That just seems like two small words, but moving as you. God moving as you. That was my experience with that song. So thank you for that. I love it. I got to hear Faith Rivera do that song one time, and there is no greater version than Sandra singing that song. So lovely. Thank you. All right, so this is where we move into our gifts for this ministry. And I think it's like this message, we could do this same message every Sunday. You know, there's enough stories, there's enough purpose, there's enough value in understanding the truth of who we are. Because once we become the truth of who we are able to move into giving our gifts. And so giving our gifts is really all about knowing that we already have everything, right? Knowing that we already have God is always available, God is always moving through me, God is moving as me, and that we are all connected to all that is. And once we know that, then there's nothing better than giving, right? Because that's who we are. Unity doesn't teach about getting abundance. Unity teaches about being grateful for all that we already have and letting that then move through ourselves, our higher selves. So thank you for your gifts. Thank you. All right. Do you have it? Can we just share with me the love offering blessing together? Divine love, in, through, and as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. All right. Let us share together the unity statement for peace together. Unity stands for peace in the presence of conflict, for love in the presence of hatred, for forgiveness in the presence of injury. Unity honors the many names for God, the many paths to God, for we know that there is only one power, one presence, and one life. All right. Do you want to share the announcement about the class?
Sure. Yeah, we have, as I said, we have 15 people signed up for the class. I think I have 1 or 2 books left. If anybody's in need of a book, we'll be starting. And those of you that have signed up, you should have got an email from me yesterday about it. And so Marilyn and I are co-facilitating, and very excited. There are, I think, 3 or 4 people that have read the book and done the work and are coming back to be a part of it because it was so meaningful, impactful to them the first time. So that says something when someone goes through that and wants to experience that. So we'll be meeting here. The cost for the book is $15. The class, the cost for the class is by love offering. So as you're able to give, so be it. To me, this is the work of doing that inner work and inner healing. And so I'm very excited and very encouraged by the number of people that are going to be participating in the class. And then...
Thank you. And so that's is it 4 weeks?
6 weeks.
6 weeks,
Yep.
perfect.
July 14th through August 11th.
Beautiful, thank you.
And then, let's see, go ahead and advance. Sound bath. So, we moved the sound bath for a couple of reasons. One, I misunderstood. I thought South Hill was having their sound bath yesterday, which was when it was scheduled, and there was no need to having 2 sound baths going on. So we decided to move it to the 26th, and Amy is here. If any of you remember Amy, who did the sound bath. She didn't do a sound bath here. We did a sound during meditation. She led. Beautiful. Her voice is angelic when she does these things. It's just so beautiful the way she does it. If you've never experienced a sound bath, this is your opportunity, because we're going to. We have the sound bath sponsored, so it doesn't cost you anything to come and participate in the sound bath. And essentially what it is, if you can imagine, is we clear out all the chairs and we give you an option. You can sit in a chair if you want to, but a lot of us will lay on the floor, comfortably on the floor. You bring a pillow or a mat or a yoga mattress or whatever, yoga pad, and you lay on the floor, and the lights are all dimmed, and you just go into meditation and silence, and Amy plays these different tones from these singing bowls, and then she sings, and she's just does an amazing job. But this is an opportunity. If you've never experienced one, be sure to come in and check it out and try it. It's an amazing experience. So that'll be, and the plan is that we'll be doing these on a regular basis. So I think we'll alternate with South Hill, so they'll have one, and then another month or so we'll have ours, so that we've got one going always kind of in the hopper, going back and forth.
Fantastic. Or if
Yep.
you have anyone that is in need of healing, this would be a great opportunity for them to just be in the sound, be in that vibrational energy. So invite anyone you know that might benefit from that. Hello.
Yes, it's coming up. This coming weekend, I have tickets. If you are interested, please see me. It's shaping up to be hysterical, as always, that we are. Robin's coming into town on Monday, and
Oh, God help us.
yeah, so you know what you're in for. Anyway, yeah, 2 great shows at the Jack in Post Falls and 2 here in August at Hamilton Studio. So come see me. I have tickets, and probably not sold out yet, but that's what we're aiming for. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't wait. I'm going both times. I have different friends in different locations, and so I'm going to be blessed.
Well,
to
and
see
it's
both.
always a different experience. You know, we're very improvisational, so
Right.
God knows what might happen.
Yeah. I don't know if there's a slide up there, but there is a, I don't have the date in front of me, but there is a Hot August Nights, and this is, I know it's like hearing Hot August and a picnic outdoors or a barbecue is like, it's just like not something you want to do when we're dealing in the 90s right now. But next month, hopefully it starts cooling down, Unity South Hill is having Hot August Nights barbecue. Luau, I think, is the theme this year. And so and it's going to include all 3 Unity centers, so South Hill, North, as well as Coeur d'Alene. So,
Awesome.
yeah, it's amazing. So. What is it? August 22nd? August 22nd. There you go. Thank you.
So yeah, if anybody wants a ride, I'll be going. You're welcome to fill up my car. Do they want us to sign up ahead of time, or?
Yeah, that'll be in the next week newsletter. We'll put up.
Okay, and we can have a sign up here too.
Yep.
That people can sign up. All right, thank you all. So I really want to put out an invitation. I am going to be doing some traveling in the fall, and I know that there's somebody that would love to gain some experience. I'm looking at one person right now doing platforming. I would invite anybody who's interested to step into this. It doesn't even have to be a single individual. It could be a team of people, or maybe like a mother-son combination.
Or mother-daughter.
Or mother-daughter combination. Stepping into this place where you are opening yourself to knowing a different reality than what maybe you learned in high school about, you know, not getting an A in speech class or something. It's really about, this is really about being amongst friends and just being that warm and welcoming person that you already are. So anybody that's interested, please talk to me or talk to Jeff about that. I would love to have some other companions on this journey. All right, so I think that we are ready to do the peace song. Oh, well, let's just do the youth blessing. We have kids today. All right, so we are going to be sending this out to Katie. They're out playing, but we will bless them from beyond. Together, be the love you are, sing the song you hear, share your joy of life with people far and near. And for ourselves, be the love we are, sing the song we hear, share our joy of life with people far and near. All right, let's join in a circle. We will sing the peace song.